Hey everybody, happy Saturday afternoon. Welcome to the Sky's the Limit Aviation channel. My name is Michael, also known as Sky's the Limit. Flying back home to Atlanta from Minneapolis. We're in the PMDG 737-800. Just getting things set up in the cockpit here with the putting the flight plan into the FMC. So just watch along, say hi, bear with, and we'll get started as soon as we can. Bradford, Echo, November, Lima, PLESS, Papa, Lima, Echo, Sierra, Sierra, Denny, Tings, La Jug, Hitman, NEWBB, and W, Bravo, Bravo. And then IHAVE. And route discontinuity goes all right, that looks good. Menu FMC. Data. emissions. Fuel. It's going to be 24,549. Passengers 174. Zero fuel weight, 24.8, reserves 1.5, cost index 13. Five on the flaps. Left, KATL, 26 right, 145, 147, 154 plus 15 is 169 for the VREF plus 15. And execute. All right, now we gotta file our flight plan. So anyways, I hope everybody's having a good afternoon. It's a fairly nice day here. Even though it rained most of the night last night. Let's see, 22, 30, 35,000, 488, KATL, Nashville. Let's see, time en route should be 2 hours. And we have 3.5 hours of fuel, route details, air source, virtual pilots union, YouTube, live stream. File flight plan. Flight plan is filed. Got our PDC. $36.50 for $36.50 squawk ident. CG is going to be 31.1 with a trim of trim is 4.14. Parking brake is set. Flight directors on. Auto throttle is off. Altitude 35,000 feet. Runway heading will be 121. And VREF, let's see, V2 plus 15 is 169. Okay. 126.7. And then Unicom is 2.8. Comm radios are set, transponders set and standby. Pre-flight checklist, oxygen tested 100%. Nav transfer display, normal and auto. Window heat on, pressurization mode auto. Flight instruments, heading 121, altimeter is 302. Oh, I didn't know it could do that. 3027. Parking brake set, engine start levers are cut off. Pre-flight checklist is complete. Go ahead and request boarding. See, 140. Got 162. Doors opening. Hey, good afternoon. Larry, if I can call you Larry. Welcome to the live stream. I like that when the baggage carts just drive all over each other to head off and do whatever. Okie dokie, and drive under the aircraft. Reverie. Yeah, just one of those little quirks that you learn to live with. I think it's hilarious, but it is what it is. Yeah, I've seen that. I watch a few people on Owls and a couple of other guys that I follow on YouTube who are also 2020 flyers, and it's a pretty common thing. And the fact that everybody just accepts it as, you know, just the normal thing that happens. Well, here's hoping we have a good flight this afternoon. This is my third full flight live stream with a PMDG aircraft. I am still learning. It's a great aircraft. And I love flying it. It handles great, sounds great. Ah, okay. I highly considered X-Plane in my search of which simulator I wanted to transition to from FSX. And ultimately chose Prepared version 5. And I keep forgetting to change in the title of the live stream that it's Prepared version 5.3 and not 5.4. Unless I'm crazy and it is 5.4, then I should call my shrink. So I don't know. But after a couple of technical glitches, and again, I'm learning this aircraft. Last night we had an engine failure due to fuel starvation because I forgot to turn the crossfeed on. And then also I kind of screwed up on the climb out of Portland. So hopefully we have a good flight. And passengers continue to board. And looks like the baggage is loaded up. Go ahead and close the cargo bay doors. And passengers are boarded. Go ahead and close the doors. Start the APU. Flight deck doors, windows closed and locked. Air conditioning packs off. And low pressure light on the APU. Anti-collision light is on. Good start on the APU. Before start checklist, flight door closed and locked. Fuel, 24,800 pounds. Fuel pumps are on. Passenger signs, no smoking signs are on. Windows are locked. CDU pre-flight is complete. Rudder, aileron trim are free and zero. MCP. V2 plus 15, 169 knots on the climb out, 121 heading, 350 on the altitude, 145, 147, 152 on the VREFs. Hey, Nebulation. And as usual, we will be taxiing to runway 12 left for departure. In the event of an emergency or engine failure, if we still have runway left before we hit VR, we will stop the aircraft, get off the runway, assess the situation, taxi back to the gate. If we are past the point of no return, we will get into the air, run checks, and determine the appropriate action, and then return to the field. No ATC. Atlanta Center's open. Everything else is closed, so it'll be pretty quiet on the way down unless anybody else logs on. Takeoff briefing is complete. Anti-collision light is on. APU is on. APU generators are on. Go ahead and shut off the ground power. Remove the chocks. APU bleed is on, engine bleed is off. Before start checklist is complete. Had a problem with the jetways earlier. They quit working, and the SOD was corrupted. I had to go and uninstall it and reinstall it to get the jetways to work. And I also found out that Chase Plane is crashing the flight simulator, so I had to disable it from starting when Prepared starts. So I just start each of them separately, and that seems to iron itself out. Yeah, go for it. I'm over on Minneapolis to Atlanta. Well, hop on somewhere in between. Like St. Louis or something like that. Unless that's too far, because I'll be going right over St. Louis on the way out. Oh, okay. Well, hurry up. First you said you weren't coming, and I already started the pushback process, but I could just sit here and wait, so. No big deal.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Okay, engine start. We'll start engine number 2 first, then engine number 1. We'll wait for the pushback to start. Okay, that sounds good.
Locking gear.
Go ahead and get loaded up. I'll wait once the pushback is completed and just kind of do whatever. Oh, wow, I have not thought about. Hold on, let me go to my charts. Going to 12 left. I guess I want my nose to the left.
Release parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes released.
Push. All engines clear. Start at will.
All right, starting engine number 2. Switch to ground. And got engine rotation, good N2. %, will introduce fuel. And good fuel flow. And 1's picking up speed. EGT looks good. Right. Starting engine number 1. Positive spin on the N2.
Please set parking brakes.
Parking brake is set.
Your confirmation for a good engine start.
And good light on the engine.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Good question. What runway are we taking off from? 12 left. All right, after engine start. Generators are on.
Tow truck disconnected.
Probe heat
Bypass
on.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Packs on auto. Isolation valve on auto. Engine bleed on. APU bleed off. APU is off. Flight controls free and clear. Overhead panel is checked. No lights. Recall check. Generators on. Probe heat on. Anti-ice as required. Isolation valve is auto. Engine start switches to continuous. Recall checked. Auto brake checked. Flight controls checked. After start checklist is complete. What gate? I'm over on the F gates. I think I'm F12. I'm on F12, which is on the other side of the terminal, closer to 12 right, but I'm taking off from 12 left. Oh, I'm waiting. Hey, Frank. How are you, sir? All right, Nebulation, I see you across the field there. How soon are you going to be ready to take off? I'm going to start taxiing, so it's going to take me a little bit to get over to 12 left, so... hopefully this is the real thing. I did redo the Portland to Minneapolis live stream like really late last night and figured out what the issue was, which is do not mess with the airplane's config file. But on the way into Minneapolis, I forgot to turn the crossfeed valve on, and I fuel starved an engine failure on the number 2 engine on the approach. So I got to remember to make sure that the crossfeed is on, to make sure that everything works out okay. So we've already burned about 500 pounds of fuel. I'm already on CTAF. There's literally nobody here. 126.7. I'm going to do this the right way. Yeah. Valuable lesson learned. I actually had to log off of VATSIM.
Sky's the limit.
Hey. So actually, I had to log off of VATSIM last night to figure out what I did, and then realize, oh, I fuel starved the damn engine. So that was a really dumb move on my part. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start my taxi over to 12 left, and I'll just make sure I go slow. Minneapolis traffic, Delta2023 taxiing to runway 12 left via Bravo, crossing runway 4 at Bravo, Mike, Papa, and Papa 10, Minneapolis traffic. How do you not know how to follow a departure? It's easy. If you've got a good aircraft that's got a good FMC, especially like the PMDG, it's pretty easy.
If you want to teach me how to follow, so go ahead, man.
Probably just need to do a video on it.
I can't find any.
All right, clear left, clear right. Crossing runway 4. There's, no, you're not stupid. At one point, I didn't know either. Do not call yourself stupid.
Welcome aboard, and thanks for flying with us. We're committed to making your flight safe and comfortable. So before we depart, we'll be showing a brief safety presentation. This information can help you if there's an emergency, so it's important to pay close attention, even if you are a frequent flyer.
All carry-on items should now be stored securely, either in an overhead bin or under the seat in front of you. And all aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas should be clear. Your mobile phones and other electronic devices should be turned off.
Deltalina
Once
is my
airborne,
favorite.
We'll let you know when you can use approved electronic devices. But note that some items, such
Safety
as phones,
video.
may not be used in flight at any time. You'll find a list of approved electronic
So I had to
devices
dig
in the
through
in-flight information
YouTube
section of
to
Sky Magazine. If your
find
seatbelt
that one with
emergency
her in
exit,
it.
Please review the responsibilities for emergency exit seating on the back of the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket.
Are you okay sitting by the emergency exit?
If you're unable or prefer not to perform these functions,
And she is still a
just
flight
let us know,
attendant
and
for
we'd be happy to
Delta.
find you another seat.
She does
As
a
a
lot of
new beginner,
international
make sure
stuff
seatbelt
though,
is
so.
fastened. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the buckle and adjust the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release the belt, just lift the top of the buckle or press the latch to release. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. And even if the sign is off, you should keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience unexpected rough air. For everyone's safety, federal regulations require all passengers
I wish.
to comply
No.
with the posted
I
placards
love
and lighted
my
signs located
my
throughout
I'm
the
coming
cabin,
for you.
as well as any crew member instructions.
You're not smoke.
I love my current wifey very
Smoking
much.
is not allowed on any Delta flight, and federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling,
All
or
right,
destroying
right
the
on
residence
Papa
protection.
10,
There are 8 exits on this plane, 4 doors,
and we'll hold
2 on
short
each
of
side,
12 left.
and 4 window exits over the wings. Each door has a detachable slide that can be used as a raft. All exits are clearly marked with an exit sign. However, If there is a loss of power and cabin visibility is reduced, white emergency lights near the floor will lead you to red lights, which indicate an exit. Please take a moment to find the exits closest to you.
Parking brake
And
set
remember,
before
there might be
takeoff.
It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes,
Flap
the
stab
panels above your seat will
trim.
open, revealing oxygen masks.
B2
If
plus
this happens, reach up and pull a
15.
mask toward you until the tube is fully extended. Place the mask over your
LNAV
nose
is
and mouth.
armed.
Slip the elastic strap over your head and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally
Wait for
and
me,
note
I'm
that
almost-
oxygen
I'm
is
almost with
flowing,
you.
so don't
All right.
worry if the
Come
bag
to
doesn't
you.
inflate. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others. A water evacuation is also unlikely, but just in case, life vests are located under your seats in the economy cabin. If you're seated in the first or business class cabin, the life vests are either between your seats, under your seats, or in a compartment under your armrest. To use, pull the tab to remove the
All right,
vest
before
from its
takeoff
container,
checklist,
and then
flaps
open the
set,
pouch.
stab trims set, landing lights
Slip the
on,
vest over your
strobes
head.
on, auto
Fasten
throttle
the two
arm
straps to the
transponder
front of
is
the
set.
vest, and then adjust the straps loosely around your waist.
Before
If your vest
takeoff
has only
checklist
one
is
strap,
complete.
Wrap it around your waist and attach it to the buckle.
Just
and
waiting on
As you leave the plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tabs at the bottom of the vest, or manually inflate it by blowing into the tubes at shoulder level. You can activate a light by pulling down on the tab in front. If your vest
I'm right
doesn't have a
behind you.
tab, the light will activate automatically.
Are you now?
If necessary, we'll distribute infant life vests or other flotation devices.
Oh, well, there you are.
Children who weigh 35 pounds or less. Also, most seat cushions can be used for flotation. Now, before we take off, be sure your seat is upright and locked.
Minneapolis
Your tray table
traffic,
is
Delta
put away,
2023,
and all
departing
carry-on
runway
items
12
are properly
left,
stored. As we come to
heading
the cabin for our
to
final
the
safety
south,
checks,
Minneapolis
please
traffic.
Let us know if you have any questions. And finally, now would be a good time for everyone to review the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket.
Thanks for your attention. Enjoy your flight.
And just in time, because the safety video ended.
Minneapolis traffic, blue streak 3131 will depart directly after the Delta and far left.
Airspeed's alive. 80 knots, check. Positive rate of climb, gear coming up.
Minneapolis traffic, CRJ 700, blue streak 3131, departing 12, straight out.
I know. 1-2 left. I know. Minneapolis traffic Delta 2023 departing the immediate area, heading over to Unicom 122.8. See ya. Over to Unicom. Thank you, Frank.
My autopilot is finally working.
That's always a good thing. Yeah, I'm on a speed restriction to jet it. There we go. Now we're... Hey, wifey. Wifey has entered the chat. After takeoff checklist, engine bleeds off, packs auto, landing gear up, locked, lights off, flaps up, no lights. After takeoff checklist is complete. What livery are you? Are you United? just now popping out of the... I gotta come out of the clouds at about 19,000 feet here. I'm just now passing through 17.5 and... There we go. Yeah, so do I. 67 knots coming from a 294 heading. I love the active sky cloud effects. It makes it so much more realistic. That it really does look like I'm cloud surfing. All right, above 18,000 feet, altimeter set to standard. Bye-bye, snowy Minnesota. Anybody want to take bets on when we get to green grass and pastures as we head south? I say about the time we hit St. Louis, we'll probably start seeing some spring greenery. Place your bets. Gotta love a tailwind. I don't quite have an exact tailwind, but it's 287, and it's a 76 knot tailwind. My ground speed's only 490, almost 500 on the ground speed. It's slowly ticking up. Yeah, I'm Mach 0.72. Yep, that's true. That's a beautiful airplane. I am really impressed with the PMDG. Look at the sun reflecting off the top of the wing. I'm definitely getting the 777. I might go ahead and get the freighter variant for the or the freighter add-on for the 737. I'd love to see them do some additional aircraft. I mean, I am not on their website very often. I don't know if they've got anything planned. I'll get the cargo expansion pack and start doing maybe some FedEx flights or even Amazon. Yeah, if only PMDG did that. I wish PMDG did more aircraft other than the DC-6, the 747, the 777, and the 73. I have the Quality Wings 7.5. Oh, I'll definitely take quality over quantity. This is only the second payware aircraft that I bought. I've had the Quality Wings 757 for a while, but never had a desire to go beyond that until, you know, I just took the big leap of faith and figured, okay, I'll give PMDG a shot and see, you know, see what I think. And I'm super impressed with it. $1,000 to go. So we're going in on the Chipper 1 RNAV arrival, MTHEW transition. Expecting 26 right for our arrival today in Atlanta. I think we're going to go ahead and just let the FMC manage the speed. So I'm not going to do speed intervention and go any faster than I already am. And let's just see how quickly this gets us down into Atlanta, just using what the FMC has programmed in it. So they had us at Mach 0.76 up to Bradford, and then it'll increase up to 773, then 774. So 775 looks like that's going to be our top speed. Let's see how the plane does at maintaining that. Okay, Bennett, do you have a FMC? Do you have a working FMC in your aircraft? And you're flying Flight Simulator 2020, right? Okay. Do you have which CRJ do you have? I know you're telling me there's a new sound pack out for it, but which? So you've got the CRJ 700. Okay, who is the, I guess who's the manufacturer? You know, like, you know, PMDG or Quality Wings. Who did this? Who did your CRJ? Okay, so Aerosoft. I would go hop on. Oh, let me grab my phone here. Let me go to. Okay, get on YouTube and go to the YouTube channel for Oh, no, I got it. All right, look, go look for this guy's channel. His name is British Av Geek. He's got an 11 video series on the Aerosoft CRJ. Yeah, it's how to. He's got tutorials, the whole 9 yards, and do you have a Navigraph subscription? No, it's only $10. Shit. It's the... I'm not the world's richest guy either, but to have all the updated nav data, $10 is such a small price to pay for that. Oh yeah, you know. And you can there's okay, ChartFox has free navigation charts, and okay, so basically get your flight plan off of SimBrief. And then it'll tell you, if you know how to read the basic routing, you'll know which approaches to download. Yeah. And then use that with ChartFox to download the approach charts if you're going to do a visual, if you're going to do an RNAV or an ILS approach or whatever you're going to do, and just kind of do that. But go watch British Av Geeks, a few of his videos, see if that helps out. Hell, if I had money to burn, I'd pay for a subscription to Navigraph for you. Maybe when I get 1,000 subscribers, maybe I'll have a contest and get somebody a year's subscription to Navigraph. Or something like that. I know. And you're very welcome, and I appreciate being able to help other folks out. I guess I do have a little bit of fuel in the center wing tank, so I guess I better go ahead and use it. But I love helping people out. I totally get why you would probably want to fly when there's not a lot of ATC. I felt that way too when I was just getting started and still learning all of this. Yeah, IFR is a completely different. It's a completely different ball of wax compared to just VFR flying. I mean, there's still rules that you have to follow for VFR, like don't go inside Bravo airspace unless you have their permission, especially if you're going to fly on VATSIM, etc., etc., etc. But basically, you know, looks like you're about ready to cross over Lake Michigan. You're going to overfly Green Bay. That looks like about the track that you're on. I didn't even get to St. Louis, and we're just, oh no, wait, no, there's still some snow on the ground here. Little bits of patchy snow here and there. I love how Orbix kind of transitions the weather, or not, well, not the weather, but kind of the ground textures as you go into warmer regions compared to colder regions and all that. So well, say hello to my home state of Michigan for me and fly over my mom's house. And getting some small airport's automated weather observation system on Unicon. That is a beautiful aircraft. They did absolutely fantastic. Although I don't think that ship 3729 is the correct ship number for this particular airplane. There we go. Now we're getting to the all green. I'm doing this panning motion in chase plane. Oh, whoa, hold on. The pilots actually moved in the cockpit. Look at this. This is crazy. I never noticed that before. Holy sh... Look at this. The fucking pilots are animated. I never knew that. That's just crazy. Must be hot in the cockpit if he's wiping the sweat off his brow. That's nuts. Holy cow. I wonder what they're talking about in there. Carrying on a simulated conversation. Who's the jackass off to the right of the co-pilot's main window looking in at us? It's one of those virtual pilots. That is too damn cool. I never knew that.
Then I got the 1582 15 miles flat cap right now, C40.
All right, back into the cockpit. That is absolutely crazy. I never knew the pilots were animated. That's just crazy cool. So I guess in Chase Plane, airport data is not supported in prepared version 5. Yeah, sorry about the noise. So you can't do those cool airport flyovers. Maybe at some point it'll be supported. I don't know. That's pretty cool to actually see the yeah, still getting Kilo Charlie Tango Kilo's automated weather. But that's still one of the coolest things that I've ever seen is the animated pilots in PMDG. I never knew that. That's just hilarious. But anyways, if you're just joining the live stream, and I see some additional people who have joined, hello, welcome. My name is Sky's the Limit, better known as Michael. This is the Sky's the Limit Aviation channel, and this is our Saturday early evening live stream. Heading down to Atlanta from Minneapolis in the PMDG 737-800. And just a warning to you in advance that this is a new aircraft for me to fly, so I'm still learning the ins and outs, and I think I've got most of the things worked out that I have encountered in the last couple of live streams.
Thank you, Southwest 260, 5 here.
still picking up at automated weather observation. You generally, when you're about 60 nautical miles north, south, east, or west of one of these automated weather observations that's on Unicom, you'll pick it up, and I just switch over to a different frequency while I wait to get out of range of it. Yeah, I'm at Mach 0.774 right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna let the FMC manage according to the cost index that I put in, which for Delta for all of the 737s is a cost index of 13. I wish somebody would do a A330-900 for, I guess what, isn't there one for Microsoft Flight Simulator? I mean, technically I have a Airbus A330-900. I won't say where I got it from because it's kind of a taboo subject, but I have one and I love flying it. Definitely got a crosswind, 296. I have a 63 knot crosswind coming from my right. Yeah, well, you know, it's, I kind of get it. It has to do with, the only thing I'll say about this particular model of the A330-900 is that it was technically copied. Basically, somebody took somebody else's work and actually it didn't even involve the A330-900. It involved A350, but it's the same group who basically oh great, Atlanta Center has an audio client failure for controllers. Still putting there up there automated weather. So basically this group who didn't get any further than 2 aircraft, an A350 and a A330-900, basically copied the work of another group whose A350 I do use. And it's a Facebook group of flight simulation people, and a fellow VATSIM pilot gave me the link to get the A330-900 Neo.
Southwest 2886, damage your call.
So that's kind of how things went. But it would be nice if somebody like PMDG or Aerosoft or one of those, you know, would develop.
Center's down right now. He's text only.
Oh, roger that. Thank you.
Is that VATSIM wide or just for Atlanta Center?
I believe that's VATSIM wide. Approaches went down too.
Yeah. Copy that. All right, looks like it's VATSIM wide for voice failures. But PMDG got some rave reviews from people that I follow on AVSIM, so their aircraft came highly recommended. So I'm on Aerosoft's website.
Voice channel down again.
Now I'm getting Kilo Victor Lima Alpha's automated weather observation. Ha! Oh my goodness. All right, let's see what Aerosoft has. For, let's see, filter, product type, download, manufacturer. I don't know. Let me just see what they have for aircraft.
Lima's having some radio issues right now. Yeah, just contact it to them via text.
Alright, we're aware of some issues with voice and audio. Tech team's currently working on resolving the issue. Thanks for your patience. And that's coming from VATSIM directly.
Alrighty, who can hear center now? 5 by 5. Oh, thank God, it's fixed. Centering's good.
Alright, looks like Atlanta Center's back up online. Let's just go ahead and get Memphis Center online now.
November 0000, Atlanta Center, Athens altimeter 2982.
Kilo, Victor, Lima, Alpha, automated weather observation.
New Vision Jet 210, Mike with you.
Here we go. I'm not close enough to Atlanta to even want to listen to their stuff, and I'll just pop Unicom back over to a different frequency for right now. Alright, let's see. Everything looks good here. Let's go to Aerosoft's shop. All right, issue has been resolved. All right, let's see what aircraft Aerosoft has. Okay, they've got the iFly 737. And they've got the Max 8. Got the Boeing B314, and that's something I'm interested in. They have a Concorde. Okay, they got the Dash 8 Q400. Prop Air Falk SF-25. Got a F-15 CE and I. They've got some airport add-ons. Cessna Citation Mustang. Okay, there's the Aerosoft A330 Pro. I would definitely consider getting an A330 if they had an A330-900. We got an F4B Phantom, Robin DR400, Accusant Piper J3, Spitfire Mach 1 and 2, Comanche 250, C-172 Trainer, T6 Texan, Cherokee 180. All right, man, Bennett, good luck. Butter that landing. Okay, there's the Quality Wing 7, 8. Some more AccuSim stuff. There's the CRJ. Okay, it's got the 550, 7, 9, and 1000 models. Fully prepared for chase plane. Okay, the CRJ 700 comes with the Delta connection. The 900 also comes with the Delta. I don't fly 1000, so okay, so there's that. Coronado B120. There's the MD-11. That might be worth getting. Let's see what the inside looks like. Pretty good. That looks pretty nice. It's not super expensive. It's not super cheap. Oh, even comes with the old oh crap. The simulator crashed completely. Okay. What in the world happened? All right, kids. That's going to do it for the live stream tonight, folks, because I don't have an autosave feature. And everything was going perfectly until the sim just flat out crashed, and I don't know what happened here. So, boo-hoo. That really sucks. I've had one or two people tell me that they get crashed to desktop with the PMDG occasionally. Yeah, because I don't have autosave, so all right. Well, I guess that's going to do it for the live stream, kids. Thanks for joining in. Sorry about the crash. I'm going to have to set up a way to. I'm going to have to probably go into. FSUI PC and set up autosave. So if this happens again in the future, then we don't have that issue happen again. So again, hey VA, I just literally had a simulator crash and I was about to go ahead and log off because I don't have I'm not saving anything in mid-flight where I can come back from a crash. So that kind of sucks. And everything was going absolutely perfectly, and then the sim just decided to crash on me. Yeah, I know. That's what I said. Just cruising along. Wasn't too much further outside of Atlanta's airspace. And all of a sudden, poof. Oh, awesome. Well, you missed the fun part. The entire simulator crashed and burned for no apparent reason, although somebody on yesterday's live stream said that they have had issues in the past with PMDG aircraft crashing the simulator completely, so I guess that happened. And I don't have an autosave feature set up, and I don't know what parameters it would even recover. So I don't know. That's just weird. Well, let's do this. I'm not going to start the flight over, but let's spawn back in Minneapolis. Right where I was before. Hold on, let me spawn. I already started to do this in Minneapolis. I'll change over to DTW, and I guess I'm gonna have to set up FS. I'm gonna have to set up the autosave feature in FSUI PC. This is the first time since I've had prepared that I actually crashed the simulator to the desktop. And I've had prepared for 8 months now and have not had this happen. So this is new to me. I don't know why it did that. It takes a little bit for it to load because of all the Orbix stuff, so... I hear ya. See, now it's raining in Minneapolis. Okay, let me get out of here. Let me move chase plane over here and start it. Might as well bring active sky over here too. Don't need that. Okay, add-ons, FSUIPC, autosave. Click to enable autosave, save interval. I'll just go every, let's see, 90 seconds is a minute and a half, 180 is every 2 minutes. Hey Siri, what is 60 times 5?
60 times 5 is 300.
Okay, so I'll set it to save every 5 minutes and keep, yes, and save on the ground also. That way, if it, hopefully, you know what, 5 minutes? Do I want to do 5 minutes? Yeah, let's do 5 minutes. Okay. Well, guys, that really sucks. And I thought everything was just going perfectly on this flight today. But unfortunately, that's not the case. So... all right, where at in Detroit are you? Ooh, you know what I should do? Oh, event log. No, event viewer, you idiot. All right, let's see where... all right, let's see what caused it to crash. Taxing, all right, North Gates. Okay, stand by. Okay, today is administrative events. Okay. Prepared V. Oh, it is version 5.4. Okay. Oh, God, I was correct. Okay, faulting module terrain DLL. So terrain DLL caused the crash. Give me a gate number. North Gates. That doesn't tell me anything. Are you... are you over by the McNamara terminal? That's definitely not the Mac. Okay, here. All right, I'm gonna spawn here. Gate G28. Okay, so the terrain. Oh, great. I went to Terminal G, or A, whatever. Okay, so terrain DLL. Have to check up on what causes that to make it crash. Darn all that Orbix add-on stuff that causes it to load slow. All right, whoop. Oh, look at the ground power unit just bouncing. Bounce, bounce, bounce. All right, connect. All right, connecting. Oh, it's snowy up here in Detroit. Okay, you're at Terminal A. Okay, well, that doesn't tell me anything. Okay, you're at Terminal A. So you're at the A gates. So you are on the McNamara terminal. I'm over at the north. I'm at the north terminal. I guess. Is that you? Do I see you taxing? I'm not even gonna try to spawn in the middle of, because I see a whole bunch of aircraft over there south of me. There's somebody who's just pushing back. Somebody else who's just taxied in. I see another aircraft way off in the distance. Oh, well here, hold on. I'll just do... All right, well there you are right there. All right, you're at the very end. There's the other CRJ that's taxiing out. So that's you. I'm way a little bit further to the north. So you're on the other side of the You're actually over on Concourse B. So there's Concourse A for the McNamara terminal. That's all Delta, and then McNamara terminal Concourse B is closer to the runway. So you're at Terminal B. I'm over on. Oh no, you're good. You're good, Bennett. At least I know where you are now. Anyways, I think that's going to do it for me for the live stream for today. I'm not going to try to do this again, but at least I do have the save feature set up in FSUIPC, so I'll have to see if it saves all the parameters in the aircraft. Hey, Frank. Had a crash to desktop mid-flight, and I did not have the autosave feature engaged in FSUI PC because I've never had a crash to desktop yet in Prepared since I've had it for the past 8 months. So I'm going to redo the flight. Probably redo it tomorrow. I'm going to do a little bit of testing. Maybe I'll just go ahead and configure takeoff out of here in Detroit. And who knows? We'll see what happens. So I'm going to go ahead and log back off of VATSIM here. Get out of it. Yeah, it does. I'm not gonna kick myself and be all mad and unhappy about it, because that's, you know, shit happens. So I'm just gonna redo everything from cold and dark. Oh yeah, I know. And I have to look up. Why it crashed. Said it was the terrain DLL. Oop. So let's see. Okay. DT W K A T L DAL2023. No, I'm gonna I need to make sure that if I have another crash to desktop that all the parameters in the PMDG aircraft save. So I'm just going to set it up like I'm doing a test flight, get in the air. I'm going to deliberately exit out of the simulator, and then try to I'll get airborne, and then I'll shut the sim down, because I have to make sure that for me, if this ever happens again, that I can just simply reload the sim and just pick up the flight where I left off. All right, Bennett, you have a great one, man. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, that will work. Okay, so let's see, 0, 4, right. Okay, 4 right, and it's going to be the Clavin, 2 stays. The Andre, two, 6, right, at Zelo, activate, execute. No continuity errors. And we'll just put that in there for grins and giggles. I'm not going to do any of that. Let's go with that. Return menu FMC. Point 2. Class index 13 for Delta. And let's see. 330. N1 limit. Take off flaps 5. CG. BREF. Execute. No, I'm not ready yet. 146 and 15 is 161. $33,000 feet.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Let's see.
Locking gear.
Okay, let me check something here real quick. Okay, I have had. All right, here's the auto save. So, all right, cool. Let's see, we want the nose to the right, tail to the left. Oh, yeah, duh. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, wait, let's... All right, give me a minute here. So if you're just joining the live stream, we had a crash to desktop. So I enabled autosave. And we're just gonna make sure that everything else is working okay.
Release parking brakes, please. All engines clear. Start at will.
Okay, parking brakes are released. LNAV is armed. Hacks off. APU bleed on. Good engine start.
Please set parking brakes.
Parking brakes
Waiting
set.
your confirmation for a good engine start.
Haven't even started the other engine yet. Oh, sweet. I used to love that show. And good light of number 2.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Yeah, that's for real.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Hacks auto. Isolation valve on auto. Engine bleed on. APU bleed off. Generators on. Probe heat anti-ice isolation valve and start switch is continuous. Recall auto brake flight controls checked. Verify takeoff speeds. Yes. All right, sounds good, Frank. You have a great one. Enjoy Sopranos. Okay, we're going to pause right there for a quick second. Okay, seems like It seems like autosave is causing the simulator to pause. Okay, so 58, 18, okay. Hey, how are you? Welcome to the live stream. I'm not actually doing anything other than recovering from a crashed desktop, and I'm just testing something out. I was doing Minneapolis to Atlanta, and right before I got into Atlanta Center, I had a crashed desktop, and I did not have autosave engaged. So I just spawned in Detroit because another one of my subscribers had just landed there, but I've got autosave set up in FSUI PC. I'm going to get airborne, deliberately crash the sim, and see if I respawn without losing any of the data in the PMDG 737. So that's kind of, we're just kind of goofing off at this point now. I'm not actually on VATSIM or any of that currently, so yeah, thank you. I'm gonna stop right here for just a second. Let me... All right, let's do this. Now, I don't know if there's a... Okay, prompt on exit. Okay, let's do that in case something happens again. Okay. I don't know that there's a... I don't know if there's an autosave feature itself in Prepared. It doesn't look like it. So good thing that I have FSUIPC on here. Ooh, okay. Tips on getting into the VATSIM community. Make sure that any aircraft that you fly has a good working FMC. So that you can program SIDS and stars and in-flight routing. That way, when you connect to the VATSIM network, you won't have any issues. There's a lot of really good videos out there for VATSIM. If you hop on YouTube and just search for VATSIM tutorials, there's a couple of there's one gentleman, I believe I think he's British or somewhere up around in Europe, who has a very concise and accurate VATSIM tutorial series out there, and I would highly recommend checking out his videos, because they are pretty good. So I would definitely go and check them out. Here we go. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to leave the plane right here at the end of 4 right. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. The more the merrier. It's not a very active server, but I will try to get in there and post a little bit more often. And as the subscribers on the channel grow and more people get over there, I'm sure that things will get a lot more active. And if you subscribe to the channel, I appreciate you and welcome aboard. And I have a couple of, I think I might have 1 or 2 tutorial VATSIM things, basically on setting up the clients, like vPilot, which you're going to need to connect to the VATSIM network, and how to do that. I also have I don't know if it applies to X-Plane. I think it only works with Prepared and FSX, but it's a model matching tutorial as well. Oh, awesome. Welcome. So let me take a quick break, reload my cold beverage, and then we'll continue screwing around on this live stream, because that's basically all we're doing now at this point. Is just messing around and making sure that the auto save feature in FSUIPC works now. So I will be right back. I'll be back in less than 5. In the meantime, watch the in-flight safety video.
Welcome aboard, and thanks for flying with us. We're committed to making your flight safe and comfortable. So before we depart, we'll be showing a brief safety presentation. This information can help you if there's an emergency, so it's important to pay close attention, even if you are a frequent flyer.
All carry-on items should now be stored securely, either in an overhead bin or under the seat in front of you. And all aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas should be clear. Your mobile phones and other electronic devices should be turned off. Once airborne, we'll let you know when you can use approved electronic devices. But note that some items, such as phones, may not be used in flight at any time. You'll find a list of approved electronic devices in the in-flight information section of Sky Magazine. If you're seated at an emergency exit, please review the responsibilities for emergency exit seating on the back of the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket.
Are you okay sitting by the emergency exit?
If you're unable or prefer not to perform these functions, just let us know and we'd be happy to find you another seat. As we leave the gate, make sure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the buckle and adjust the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release the belt, just lift the top of the buckle or press the latch to release. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. And even if the sign is off, you should keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience unexpected rough air. For everyone's safety, federal regulations require all passengers to comply with the posted placards and lighted signs located throughout the cabin, as well as any crew member instructions.
You're not smoke. I'm so sorry.
Smoking is not allowed on any Delta flight, and federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying a restroom smoke detector. There are 8 exits on this plane, 4 doors, 2 on each side, and 4 window exits over the wings. Each door has a detachable slide that can be used as a raft. All exits are clearly marked with an exit sign. However, if there is a loss of power and cabin visibility is reduced, white emergency lights near the floor will lead you to red lights, which indicate an exit. Please take a moment to find the exits closest to you, and remember, they might be behind you. It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, the panels above your seat will open, revealing oxygen masks. If this happens, reach up and pull a mask toward you until the tube is fully extended. Place the mask over your nose and mouth, slip the elastic strap over your head, and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note that oxygen is flowing, so don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others. A water evacuation is also unlikely, but just in case, life vests are located under your seats in the economy cabin. If you're seated in the first or business class cabin, life vests are either between your seats, under your seats, or in a compartment under your armrest. To use, pull the tab to remove the vest from its container and then open the pouch. Slip the vest over your head. Fasten the 2 straps to the front of the vest and then adjust the straps loosely around your waist. If your vest has only 1 strap, wrap it around your waist and attach it to the buckle in front. As you leave the plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tabs at the bottom of the vest, or manually inflate it by blowing into the tubes at shoulder level. You can activate a light by pulling down on the tab in front. If your vest doesn't have a tab, the light will activate automatically in the water. If necessary, we'll distribute infant life vests or other flotation devices for children who weigh 35 pounds or less. Also, most seat cushions can be used for flotation. Now, before we take off, be sure your seat is upright and locked, your tray table is put away, and all carry-on items are properly stowed. As we come through the cabin for our final safety checks, please let us know if you have any questions. And finally, now would be a good time for everyone to review the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket.
Thanks for your attention. Enjoy your flight.
All right, we are back. Glad you enjoyed the safety video. I had to really dig into the archives to find the one with Delta Lena, because she's my favorite flight attendant. All right, we're going to pick up where we left off. This is technically not a VATSIM flight anymore. We're just testing to see if the autosave will save all the parameters I already have set in the aircraft in the event that I crash it again. So, brakes off. This is just going to be a turn and burn off of 4 right. Ah, sweet. All right, positive rate of climb, gear coming up. And there goes the simulator again. I've never been to San Diego and I want to go out there so bad. Okay, I'm gonna pause. Go back to load. Okay, it's what, 8:39. Okay, so we just had. Okay, so it just auto-saved and it's causing it to pause. Okay, that's fine. Enable 230 knots. Engage VNav. Yeah, I've never been to San Diego. I definitely want to go out there and visit someday. Takeoff checklists. Landing gear up, lights off, landing gear lever. Neutral. Flaps up, packs. Are on auto, anti-ice engine start sector, center fuel tank off at low pressure, turn off lights off, and we have a 7,000 foot restriction here. Start back up. Don't mind me talking to myself. I'm still kind of learning the flow of all of the stuff, so I don't have to rely so much on the checklist. I custom wrote a checklist for the PMDG 737, at least one that's easy for me to follow. Okay. 38, 39, 44, 42, 43. We should be getting another auto save. I use Navigraph, and I use Navigraph for all of my charts, and for my flight planning, I use SimBrief. So SimBrief is free to use if you have a Navigraph subscription, which is only $10 a month. Check again for 38. So did it not auto save again? 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 45. So it's late in saving. Alright, we'll wait and see if it saves again. Okay, I'm going to save. And hopefully not crash the simulator. All right. All right, we are going to end the scenario. Exit out of prepared. All right, exit out. Let's let everything clear out of the cache. Okay, make sure everything goes out of there. Let me clear out of chase plane. Active Sky will stay running. All right, let's go ahead and load this back up. And let's keep our fingers crossed that it saves where we want it to pick up at. So we want to load. Scenario has no checkpoints. All right, fingers crossed, folks. That the aircraft is still in a usable state. When it loads up. And as always, loading all the terrain data that from all my Orbix add-ons. So it takes a second for it to get going, and let's hope for the best. You're going to crash again, aren't you, you piece of junk? Ah, no? Ah, crap, it did. Okay. It does that every now and again, and I have to do it twice. All right, load this flight. I'm gonna have to get a scene template for something that says technical difficulties, please stand by. And show it so you don't have to watch me struggling on my poor desktop. All right, let's see if this works. All right. All right, so far so good. All right, perfect. It worked. Thank God. All right, so if I ever have it. There it goes again. All right, what is going on here? And there it goes. Crap. What is causing that to happen? Okay, I don't have active air source even open right now. So why would you be defaulting application? Hey VA, welcome back. Okay, I don't have active air source even running right now. So why would that be causing something to happen? Okay, so I got Prepar. Okay, so to recap, Minneapolis to Atlanta had a crash to desktop just outside of Atlanta Center's airspace. Didn't have autosave engaged at FSU IPC. Did that. Saved a couple of file parameters. I just have it saving every 5 minutes. And we loaded up with the saved file and it worked, and then we crashed to desktop again. But there's nothing in the event log to say why it crashed. So I don't know. See, and it did it again. So it keeps. It keeps saying that it's a program that I don't even have running. That's what I don't get. It says it's my active air source, but I don't have active air source running. That I even see. So I don't. So active air source is my ACARS program that records my flights, and it's not even running, but according to the event viewer, okay, there's no, all right, no administrative or hardware events. Okay. Prepared process terminated due to unhandled exception. Okay, that was earlier. Okay, terrain DLL is what caused the crash mid-live stream. And after that, it's my active air source. And it's not running. That's weird because it's not, my active air source is not even running. So why would it be causing stuff to crash? I don't know, maybe I need to reboot my damn computer. Because I'm at my wit's end now, what would be causing all this? All right, let's try it one more. If it doesn't work this time, then I'm going to have to do some heavy duty thinking. Because something's causing this to crash to desktop. Okay, there's that. All right, let's just let it go for a second. All right. Restart chase plane. There's that. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, above 18,000 feet, altimeters to standard. Okay, so it appears All right, watch what I'm about to do here. So next time I have technical difficulties, I'm just going to turn this on. Until I get things straightened out. Oh my goodness. I can only just laugh at myself when stuff like this happens. It just yes, it's annoying as a live streamer and a content creator that you have this sort of stuff happen, but it's not like it's not anything that I'm doing. I guess the only thing that bothers me is sometimes I think that it only happens to me. And, you know, and there's some great content creators out there. There's Owls, there's British AvGeek, and many of these other folks. And I mean, Owls had some issues and he couldn't live stream the other day, but I've never seen anybody who's, I don't know, maybe I don't watch enough live streams to know. Okay, here's somebody on. No, I'm Levi, I am actually just doing a test because I had a crash to desktop mid-flight on the Minneapolis to Atlanta, and I did not have autosave set up in FSUI PC. And it doesn't look like that Prepared has an autosave feature built into it either. So I had, so I basically set it up, let it run, get a couple of saves under its belt, and then just spawned in Detroit. Got airborne, killed the sim, and then reloaded the saved scenario. And it took a couple tries, but everything is back to normal. So if this happens again while I'm in the middle of a live stream, I can just hit this and say, hey folks, I'm having technical difficulties. Please stand by, get everything loaded back up, and then just come back into the thing. But I'm on AVSIM right now, and somebody else in Prepar3d had a crash to desktop, and it was the terrain DLL that caused it. And he's basically got all the same Orbix stuff. He's got active sky. He's also flying a PMDG aircraft. Okay, hold on. All right. let's go back here. Okay, so, alright, faulty application path, faulty module path. Okay, so, alright, prepared 5, prepared version 5. Okay, that checks out. Okay, it is 9:08. All right, let's see if... All right, let me go in here. Autosave. Okay, so it just... All right, so it just did an autosave. I have it set just to save every 5 minutes. That really doesn't tell me a whole lot of anything. All right, level at 330. Okay, we're gonna let just for a few more minutes before I end the live stream. Okay, block 7.4, because we're on a cost index of 13 with Delta. Other than that, I could speed intervention and just do things that way. Yeah, I finally got it to... I wanted to test and make sure that I was able to load a saved scenario without losing all of my data in the PMDG aircraft, and it took a couple tries, but it worked. just looking at some of the different I'm just not sure what's okay. Well, I'm not overclocking the CPU. The memory's not overclocked. All right, let's see what it says on the Prepared website. Right. Delete the following. Why would you delete any of that stuff? So CPU usage is fine, memory's fine, GPU is barely using anything. Okay, gaming, it may go between 60 and 70 Celsius. Right now it's 55, so CPU temperatures are well within norm. GPU temperature is fine. So it's not that. come on, English, please. I don't know. That's just weird. I mean, I could lower my I mean, it says that graphics settings can be the problem sometimes. Let's see, those are my add-on scenery library. Okay, display. I mean, my settings are not anything out of the ordinary. Yeah, I guess I could dial back to this. All right, let's see what that does. At this point, we're tinkering around, so I don't know that that's going to make a difference in the end. So I did LA to Portland. All right, Portland to Minneapolis was the first flight in the PMDG. Minneapolis to Atlanta, while I've flown it in prepared before, is the first time for the PMDG. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have been screwing around on the outside of the airplane for as long as I was doing that thing and joking about whatever. I don't know. Okay, so quick question. What are you all... Are you on Windows 10 or Windows 11? It's not telling me anything that I don't already know. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream here. And maybe at some point we'll have all this worked out. So this is Michael with the Sky's Limit Aviation channel wishing you a wonderful, enjoyable rest of your Saturday evening. We'll see you on the next live stream whenever that is. I'll keep everybody updated in Discord and on the YouTube community chat for anything that's happening. And until then, we'll see you later. Thanks to everybody who subscribes and supports the channel. We'll see you all later on. Bye-bye for now.